Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to our FIFA 19 career mode here with Southampton. Today we've got two games for you. Saints take on Spurs in the first match, and then head to the Amex Stadium for the second match of this video against Brighton. Before we get started, you guys can see here that just sort of setting up some of the players to scout on the transfer market there. I'm looking at getting the Scottish Messi. Kenny Lala I've really grown to like a lot on Strasbourg, mostly because I learned about him from Foot. And this guy has gotten a ton of informs throughout the season, so it'd be great to bring him in as a right back, because I'll tell you, we are short on them. We've got Valeri as our main starting right back, and the only person really qualified to play that position. Cedric is out on loan to Inter. Probably would, once he comes back next season, I'll probably look to offload him if possible. So just a couple of heads up there. As I keep stating, I mean, this is a work in progress. It's been a while, so bear with me, guys, as I get back into the swing of things. But let's jump into this match here as we take a look at the Southampton lineup. Ings and Redmond starting up front. Three center backs. You got Bednarik, Stevens, and I wanted to say Vestergaard, but who knows there? Could be Yoshida. But starting with a pretty defensive formation, and like I said, this is something we're going to experiment with throughout the remaining games this season, just because, look, I'm happy to stick with what Southampton has as their default and sort of go from there. I don't want to just build this team into, you know, a sweaty, pacey FIFA team. I'd like to build it in, you know, with the players that we have that are good, and keep them around and start to build around that, as opposed to just replace everybody for, you know, Gareth Bale and every other pacey player in this game. That being said, this team is sorely lacking in pace and finishing, unfortunately. I don't know if it's the sliders, but as you can see here, two great opportunities missed. That one off Ings on the header there. He connects with it and just misses the bottom left corner of the net, as he definitely beats Hugo Lloris. No chance for the keeper, but unfortunately just not on target for Southampton. That was the story of this match, as the ball heads over to Harry Kane, drops it back, and a shot. I want to say Wings taking that shot. I don't know, hard to say, but nothing doing. At least Alex McCarthy's helping us to stay in this match. Another opportunity, this time falls to Harry Kane's feet, and that one not even close. A great opportunity again, this time for Nathan Redmond, and that one is just whiffed on. Again, I can't tell you, we must have had 13 shots on net, 2 of them on target in this match, so not particularly impressive. Again, another opportunity and a great stop from Alex McCarthy. I mean, this guy looks like a valuable keeper. I know we got a few of them in Forster, Angus Gunn, I think, and McCarthy. So we're gonna have to trim that to at least to no more than 2, because we certainly don't need 3 great keepers. And off the header, holy smokes, Harry Kane. Again, I'm still skeptical on whether or not this is a foul. It looks like he leaps over the defender's head, puts his cleats on his shoulders, but I mean, obviously that's a FIFA thing. Maybe not the most realistic, but look at this jump. And the powerful downward header. I mean, yeah, it's Kane-esque with the skill, but man, yeah, JWP just getting stomped on by Harry Kane. But look, nothing wrong with that, and it's 1-0 Spurs. Again, ball off the throw-in, drops to Harry Kane's feet, and he just curls that into the right-hand corner. 2-0 Spurs, and that was, honestly, that was it. There are a whole lot more clips in this match, and I'll give you guys the highlights of it. But I mean, 17 goals in the season for Harry Kane. But yeah, once it hit 2-0 before the end of the first half, I mean, we were not coming back in this, and I tried. I had some opportunities. They had some, clearly, here, as I took a last-minute slide there, I think with Yoshida, just to see if I could throw Harry Winks off, and it seemed to have worked. We head to the 84th minute now. Saints trying to get something back here, and El Younesi just tries to tip it into the left-hand side of the net there. He beats Hugo Lloris, but boy, I mean, that's a game of inches. Again, Nathan Redmond, another opportunities, and you know, he's not somebody who I like to see as a striker, but, you know, he did very well. He did very well, put a few shots on net, although they didn't quite seem very accurate. As we see, I think Shane Long there wasting an opportunity. Probably should have slid that into the bottom of the net, especially one-on-one with a keeper like that. But, you know, again, this is a work in progress. We're trying to figure out who to keep, who stays, who goes next season, because that's kind of the purpose of this career mode. I don't want to play every match, and I won't. I also don't want to sim every match, but I want to get far in it. So, you know, this gives us an opportunity to get further ahead this season, and it also allows me to play a lot of matches in a row, learn about the squad itself, without necessarily slowing down the overall pace of this series. So, as you see there, 13 shots, 2 on target for us, 12 shots, 6 on target for Tottenham. Again, I don't know if it's the sliders that I'm using, but you know, my players today they were off target a lot. So, and to be fair, I mean, you've got Redmond up there, who, you know, really should be more of a winger than a striker in my mind, but yeah, still, the misses were pretty ridiculous. We take a look at the youth academy here, and so you might remember I've got scouts sent to Belgium, Italy, and England, and we're trying to keep up with, if the scouts from that country, that's where they can go and look for players. And in this case, it's working out quite well. Obviously, Southampton's known for their youth academy in real life. Certainly not, you know, from a youth academy of Belgian and Italian players, but I mean, this is a video game anyways. So, I mean, you might have seen there some really great prospects. So, look, we're going to try and either bring them into the first team or sell them off. I don't really care which. If they're good enough to play, great. If not, then we're going to make some money and buy some other players. You see Shea Adams, who's playing for Birmingham this season in real life and is tearing it up in the championship. Looks like he was transferred, so I think it was to Rennes in France in Ligue 1, but at least in this career mode. So I don't know that we're going to get him into the squad next season, as I don't like to bring in guys who've just been freshly transferred, but we'll see how that goes. I got my eye on him, as we need to sort of upgrade in the striker position. We take a look at Brighton's lineup. They're lining up in a 4-3-3 here. We're coming back with our 5-3-2 again. I said I'd stick with it until it doesn't work, and I did sort of in the second half of this match try to tinker with the formation, playing with a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1 as the cross is in there. It's well read by the Brighton defender. Ball pops out to Southampton again, off the crossbar, yet another miss. I think that was James Ward-Prowse. Again, I mean, you know, it's the quality of the squad too, so I'm not expecting us to light it up and start scoring 5 or 6 goals a match, but I mean, the misses are pretty ridiculous, at least for the first couple of games here. We continue forward here, 19th minute of the match. It looks like Stuart Armstrong with the ball, sends it in for Højbjerg, and that's the kind of ball that you need to do. You slot it in right underneath the keeper. You make it impossible, and as an aside, I don't know if anybody noticed this, but you might want to rewind, because it looks like that the Southampton players just warped to the left-hand side of the net. I'm not really sure why or how that happened, but, you know, whatever. It works. Looks like a good celebration. A great shot. I don't have time finishing on for some reason here. I think it's on, but I can't see the bar anyways. But it's a great finesse shot. As the manager, as Neratai, looks pretty happy there. So at least first goal. Got 1 goal in 2 matches. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Not sure why he's the captain here. I probably need to switch that up, so I'll try to do that for the next match. But we go into the 41st minute here with a 1-0 lead. Jakenbush crosses it in, looking for Murray. Can't do anything there. Ball pops out to Proper. Takes 1 shot, takes another shot. Unlucky, though. He just misses wide of the net. Although he was always going to miss with that kind of volley, unless he was going to do something incredible. Izquierdo coming in from the left-hand side, trying to cross it in again. And I think that's Murray with the header. I mean, this guy is known for getting into the middle there and just bopping in headers in real life. So we got to watch out for him. But we get through the first half with the lead intact. Højbjerg, I think, tries to clear it out. Chris Hughton says, you know what, things aren't working. I'm going to make a couple of changes here. Basuma comes out. Duffy comes out. Balogun goes in. I'm not that familiar with Brighton, so I'm sorry to the Brighton fans out there if I'm butchering some names. But that's just, par for the YouTube course, I guess. Yakenbush, back to Prade, Gurkis, and Yakenbush getting in there. A couple of tiki-taka passes here. I mean, Brighton, Barcelona, can we tell the difference? I can't really right now. Bernardo tries, and I will say, at least realistically, they are trying to cross that ball into the middle a lot, and they did do so in the game. So, I mean, I do like to see that from a club like Brighton. Great shot off there from Yakenbush, I think. And another volley attempt from Brighton. Great stop from Alex McCarthy, and he's being terrific in these first couple of matches. So he's a guy I'm going to look to keep in. Danny Ings out. Obafemi and it looked like Stuart Armstrong coming in there. Maybe El Unesi? I don't know. I'm confused. I gotta slow these videos down next episode. But anyways, a couple of substitutions. So it looks like Armstrong out and El Unesi in. And obviously, maybe I should have thought of something different because that didn't work as we immediately concede, I think, off the throw in there. And could you take a longer celebration, Brighton? I know you're excited, but man, this is like playing in foot. I mean, it's a good ball, a good cross in, and it takes an unlucky bounce off Vestergaard and just lands at the feet for a nice volley. Great finish off the right foot. I can't really complain about that. I don't know this Gurkis player very well, but I mean, it's a terrific finish. So if we're going to concede, let's do it that way. Time running out here, and that is how this match will end. 1-1. So we'll take a draw on the road. I mean, we would have liked to have kept the clean sheet and the victory, but every point matters here. We're still challenging for a Europa League spot, and hopefully we can climb our way up. I mean, it's going to be hard. I wouldn't bet my money or my life on it, but we're still going to try and get it anyways. So Brighton happy. They come back. They get the tying goal, and they get to have their fans leave here at least somewhat happy with the draw. Although I don't know how well they're doing in the season so far. Only 5 shots for us in this match, but somehow we get 3 on target, which is 1 more than we had against Tottenham, even though we had half the amount of shots. So we'll take it. Højbjerg, an 8.3 match rating. I mean, obviously is a great goal. So all in all, things looking okay, but we definitely need to tinker with this formation because I find it's too hard for me to play with 5 at the back. So we'll see what we do next match, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, give me your comments. I'm always interested in what you guys think because I make these videos for you. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.